the live feed. So, been struggling all day at the arena here, trying to get the Wi-Fi working, and Wi-Fi doesn't work very well. But in the middle of this rank 4, I had a great cell phone signal. So we got a live feed now. The boys are just starting here, and we're going to be playing the Chicago Young Americans. We're over on this side. And thank you, Brian Woods, for running the other camera. That's going to be for Coach. So thank you, Brian Woods. And we will begin the game shortly in about 1 minute. We'll go talk to the other parents over here while we wait, and we'll just mention that we have a live feed going. So live feed is up. Live feed is up. Live feed is up. Live feed is up. Yeah, and I'm commentating. I think, can you check if it's working? See if you can hear me. What's that? I sent out the link. It looks like I have 2 viewers here. See if it doesn't click. Or if you have my earlier email, I do see 2 viewers, so it might work. Or you could go YouTube and How Hockey Live, I think. Uh-oh. Let me open it in the app. Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Jim. And you can hear me? Yep. That's me. Okay, good. Cool, thank you. We are live. Good. Well, the boys are about to do the puck drop here. And this is good news. Thank you to Justin for verifying it works. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. And that will at least start getting us back up going in the other direction. So this should be a pretty good game. So this is Chicago Young Americans coming in all the way from Chicago. And we got here Penguins. We came off our 8-1 win from this morning against Omaha. And they actually had a professional broadcast crew. They had some nice equipment that they were able to boost the Wi-Fi signal. So I talked to them about that, got the name of that equipment. So we'll see what we can do in the future. So boys about to start here. We got Jukesy Snyder and Kusis on the forward line starting, and Briggs and Howe on the D line. So perfect. Yeah. And here we go. Puck is dropped. And the boys push the puck ahead. Some battling in the neutral zone here. The Omaha game started out really physical. We'll see what this one is. Kusis intercepts the pass in the front, and he starts driving up the ice. And Kusis, nice stick handle, and backhand all the way down. So Kusis, right from that interception, beautiful play, and he takes it all the way down the ice, backhand into the back of the net, opening the score up 1-0. It's 14:37 in 23 seconds into the first. Same line out there. Facing up. Puck goes back. Goes to Howe. Howe tries to send that into the zone. That gets blocked by the D. Howe chips it up. The Gets it up and over. Now puck comes back out. Now sends it up to Koussis. Koussis, who got our first goal there. Koussis blew a tire and sends it into his zone. Young Americans start bringing that back out. Bring that down the ice. Young Americans from Chicago. And I think there's like 3 teams here from Chicago. Team Illinois, Mission. And Mission just won the previous game 5-0. So there's some really good competition at this tournament. Puck goes back to Treadaway. Treadaway over to Hall. Hall chips it up the boards to... That was Woodsy. Woodsy took a hit there on the side. Then Young Americans start bringing that back up. And here goes Mooney. Mooney coming up really fast, driving that up the ice, sends it back out to the front. Shot, and puck dancing around the crease there. And the Young Americans bringing that back out, shot from the point. Hall. Woods picks that up, tries to get that back out, deflected to the outside. Picked up by Mooney behind the net. Mooney goes back to Treadaway. Treadaway finds a shooting mode, shot direct to the net. And they send that around the boards. Hall keeps the puck in, sends that back towards the net. In goes Hewitt. Hewitt picks that up. Hewitt boarded with an elbow, I think. So this will be our first power play. Yeah, an elbow to Hewitt. It's going to be the first power play of the game. 13:01 left in the first. Mooney, out there, Mooney. Mooney driving in, shot to the net, and saved right away by the goalie. McKenzie gets it back to Mooney. Mooney back to Treadaway. Treadaway. Shot to the net. That goes off the goalie's shoulder. And now comes Woodsy. Woodsy with a shot. Puck dancing in front. Woodsy trying to gain. Shot. And that's now picked up by Mooney. Mooney picks it up from the side. And Mooney feeds. Was it Mooney fed Woodsy?
Mooney to Woods.
Woods and Woodsy in the side of the net. And great fake there because I think the goalie thought Mooney had the puck and still going around, leaving the net wide open. So, and great pass, great play, great shot. So 2-0 at 12:10. It's a power play goal. Puck drop. And in, and that goes back to Stern. Stern chips it up the boards to Hewitt. Hewitt turns to drive that up the ice. And down comes the Young Americans. Shot on net. And nice save by Luca. Woo. Shot towards the net. Sorry, that's Shingles. Saved. And elbow on that play. And this will be the second power play of the game. Up goes ahead. Koussis back to Snyder. Stern keeps it in. Shot to the net. And saved by the Young Americans goalie. Jukesy facing off. Goes back to Stern. Stern over to Howe. Howe, shot straight to the net. Puck dancing in front. He was back out, sneaks out, and Stern regroups. Chips it in. In chases Snyder. Snyder goes in. Boosted picks it up right away. Snyder has it. Jukesy. Snyder. Howe pinches in. Keeps it in. Young Americans do drop it out and down the ice. And that's an icing call. So in USA hockey rules, the penalty kill team cannot ice the puck. That's still considered icing. Whereas we're like about 20 minutes from the Canadian border, and if we were across that Canadian border, that would have allowed to have been played on. So back to Treadaway up to Mooney. Mooney, Mr. Kendall, and McKenzie. Woods out front. Shot, and we're back. Briggs chips it back in. Mooney. Driving that up. Mooney comes back around. And shot off the post. And Young Americans get that puck out. Briggs up to Treadaway. Treadaway takes a look, gets it up towards Mooney. And 39 seconds left in this power play. Woodsy up to Mooney. Mooney driving that up the ice. Back to Treadaway. Treadaway chips it in to Mooney. Mooney over to Briggs. Back to Briggs. Briggs chips it back in. And the Young Americans get that out. And that is going to be an icing. 2 seconds left in this power play. So the defense will have to watch the Young American coming out of the box. 9:52 left in the first. Jukesy facing off. Jukesy gets that back to Stern. And the Young Americans started matching that up the ice. And they try to get that out front. Nice save by Shinwolf. Shot from the point from Stern and puck in. So you'll notice under the helmets, the kids do have a mask rule here. It's not clear whether the refs are enforcing it. Hall keeps it in. Mosky trying to get a shot off that. All right, Young Americans start bringing that back up the ice. They kick that around. Young Americans chip up the boards by Hewitt. And that's icing, and the puck will be brought all the way back down. Evans up to Mosky. Mosky chasing down the ice. Hewitt with him. And Young Americans are able to transition that over. Young Americans now on a foot race. Howe cuts back. Howe comes up the ice. Puck goes back to Drake. Drake's trying to get that back up. Evans up to Mosky. And Mosky dumps it and goes for a change. Felix chasing. Comes Mooney. And puck does sneak out. Briggs passes to Howe up to Felix. Felix driving that in. Felix across to Mooney to DePietro. And DePietro knocked down and shot by Howe. And Young Americans send it down the ice. No icing on that call. I think it hit one of the Penguins players. And Felix going up the ice, gets it over to Mooney. Oh, sorry, that was Snyder. And now back to Hall. Hall chips that up the ice to Snyder. Snyder going around. Young Americans pick that up. Gives now back out to Hall. And that is offside. So good news. Thanks everyone for tuning in. The good news is we found a source of connection. So it's not going to be the perfect video because this is from my cell phone, but not the camera here. Thanks to Mr. Woods for filming the good quality run for Coach, and but we got a good connection here to the cell. So Penguins battling down. Juicy goes in, and Juicy I think got called for body checking. Ref is saying boarding, but it looked like a body check. Oh, cross check? Okay. And Penguins will go on a penalty kill. On the penalty kill here, we got Mooney, McKenzie, and Stern. .6:28 left in the first. We'll be on the PK for 2 minutes. Puck goes to the side. Chased now by McKenzie. And that's an icing by the Young Americans. Mooney facing off. 1:52 left in the PK. Goes back to Howe. Howe trying to get it through. Does get a shot to the net. Blocker save. Goes to the side. And Mooney picked up. Mooney knocked down. No call on that one. And Mooney goes in. Nice body check. And Mooney brings it out to the zone. Pulling some time here. Mooney goes back in, gets some nice space, and out to McKenzie, and almost a goal here. And you can see they're looking to make that stretch pass, Young Americans, and causing our D to pull out a little bit. Young Americans start driving it in. And that's stopped by Howe. Howe driving that up the ice, and Howe sends that in, and stopped by the Young Americans. Puck comes back out. It's going to be 46 seconds left in this penalty, and puck goes back in. Young Americans trying to get into the zone, going for the stretch pass again. Drake does keep that up. Goes up to Mosky. Mosky on the break. Mosky, shot! Up and over the goalie, and Young Americans battling in. And Briggs picks it up on the far side. Briggs sends that up the ice and all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. And 9 seconds left in this power play for the Young Americans. Briggsy forcing the player to the outside. Chips up the board. Hewitt. And goes Evans. Evans pressing. And Hewitt blocks that shot. Puck goes back in. Pressure from Evans. Young Americans trying to break out. We're back to even strength. 4 minutes left in the first. And Young Americans send it in, go for a change. Try away. Sends it up towards Felix. And Felix drives in with Koussis. Koussis gets back to Stern. Stern. Shot towards the net. And that gets stopped in the traffic. Young Americans bringing it down the ice. Picked up by Trotherway. Trotherway driving that up the ice. Shot that gets blocked by the. That gets blocked. And puck will come down the other end. .310 left in the first, 2-0, Brewer Pens. Mooney facing off. Mooney gets it back. Young Americans starts on that up the ice. Briggs. So turns that up to Koussis. Koussis gets it over to Mooney. Mooney. Nick handling shot towards the net, and puck loose in front. And a couple of chances there is by Felix. And Young Americans start taking back up the other way. Shot towards the net. Howe and Briggs battling in the corner, and whistle blown. Penguins, both teams get a line change. 2:36 left in the second period. Goes back to Trotherway. Trotherway chipped up. That hit the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling is kind of low in this arena, actually. I think if that was in the Pens facility, that would have went all the way down. Markey facing off. Goes back to point. Shot from the points. Single saved. I think it's breezed by his helmet there. And Snyder goes in with Evans. Evans trying to get out front to Hewitt. And Young Americans send it around the board. Hewitt keeps it. And Hall keeps that in nicely. And Young Americans get it out. Hall back over to Trotherway. Trotherway. Driving that up. Shot towards the goalie. And that'll be a puck drop in the Young American zone. .154 left in this period. Mooney drives it to the net. Tries to chip it up there over the goalie's capture. And now come up the Young Americans. They start driving up the ice. Up the ice, picked up by Stern to Howe. Howe chips it up the board. Young Americans keep that in and goes back around to Stern. Stern chips it up to Mackenzie leveled, and that is going to be a, what's that one? Charging. I think charging is the where you go wrist over wrist. Is that? Let's see the signal. See what the ref shows. And should go all the way down, but so Pens go on a 2-minute power play. 1:23 left in the first. Woodsy back to Stern. Stern over towards Howe. Howe takes it behind the net. Sends it back to Stern. And we got Woodsy up top here. Goes up to Mackenzie. Woodsy goes in. Kept in by Stern. Stern. Shot towards the net. And Young Americans pick that out. They start driving that in. Body check from Howe. And goes back to Howe. Quick turnover there. Opened up a chance for Young Americans. 45 seconds left in the second period. Briggsy sends up Mackenzie. Briggsy comes around. And Young American shot towards the net, hits his own play on the spin pad, and big hit on Paul, but that does allow Mooney to pick up the puck and starts driving down the ice. 21 seconds. Mooney, shot towards the net, and he gets that right in the top. 17 seconds, and second power play goal of the game, making that 3-0 Penguins. And 15 seconds left. Paul chips it up to Hewitt. And that comes all the way back down. And that's the end of the first period. I would say pretty good first period. A lot of fast, few turnovers there in both directions, but more or less, I think, pretty good first period. So just going to put that on the tripod down here. I have this sort of handheld tripod. I got to get kind of a second tripod for my for the phone, and for these cases where we have to do both. Actually, I do know Joel had the nice tripod multi-mount. Okay, so we are back and just trying to get that first who's in the box? He's still in the box? Why is he in the box? Oh, Jukes. Oh, may have been a 10-minute misconduct. That's a shame. Goes back to Treadaway. By the way, driving that up the ice. And even strength, Young Americans start bringing that back up the ice. And it looks like Jukesy in the box is what Woods was saying. And Evans starts bringing that back up the ice with Mosky. Mosky shot! Blocker saved by the goalie. Wins that battle, gets a puck around the boards. And Young Americans do get that out from the boards. And they try to get that down. And Evans now sends that down the ice. And that will be an icing call at 13:41. But good to get a new smart play because we need a new set of legs out there. Okay, 13:41 left in the second. We got Woodsy facing off. Puck drop. Goes back to the point. Briggsy. Round to Howsey. And up goes Woodsy. Woodsy shot. Woodsy shot goes above the net, and in rushes Felix and Petro battling back to Howe shot towards the net, gaps across the top of the crease, and goes back out. Woodsy sends that back in, and Young Americans hit the Young Americans. Some physical play here, and here goes Howe, go back in, and Howe goes to pick that up. Howe comes up, sends that puck up, and goes back to Briggsy. Briggsy sends that up to Snyder. Kusas driving that up. Snyder. And Young Americans start bringing that back down. Young Americans try to hit Briggsy. In goes Howe, body check there. Howe does get that over to Kusas, and that is a warning call. And that was a headshot, and headshot, I think Young Americans are saying a headshot is illegal hitting hockey, but I don't remember that change in the rule. So, USA Hockey doing a lot for concussions over the last half decade, so I don't think they would have allowed headshots. Anyways, that guy may be gone. We'll see how that plays out. Kusas down on the ice, coach out talking to him. And Kusas is up. And I don't know. I don't know what's going. I think it'll change. Refs, I saw them talking, so they're trying to figure out what to give that. Did we get one? I don't know. Oh, Briggsy. Did Briggsy? Yeah. So we look like this may be just turned into a coincidental, but we're going to have to sit and watch. And refs talking to both the coaches, telling what's the deal. I think they're going to say it's a coincidental. And it's going to be 5-on-5. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. And Koussis on the bench here. Oh, it's going to be a 4-on-4. They're going to award. They get a 5 minutes instead of 5 minute and 2 for Briggsy. So 2 for retaliation, and I think our young American. And there goes. Puck going all the way back down. Okay. Fans unhappy. So, and goes Hall. Gets that around to Treadaway. Back up to Mooney. Mooney driving that up the ice. We got a 2-5 in the game misconduct. So, 11:54 in the third period, and young Americans chip that up the ice, and they're on the rush. They go down and try to get that to the backhand, and I think there's going to be a penalty on that play, and slashing on the Penguins. That's 88. 3 pins in the box now, so it's going to be a 4-on-3 for 2 minutes, or for 1:32, and then it'll be even strength, and then for about 28 seconds after that, we'll go full power play. Mark Evans out there. Young American cycling it around. And the boys playing with triangles. And goes Treadaway. Trying to use that long reach shot towards the net. Shingles stopped. 1:03 left in this one-man advantage. Evans trades Mooney. Ball goes to the net, sends it around the boards and all the way out of the zone. Up comes Mooney. Mooney driving that up the ice. Mooney stick handling that around shot, backhand. Deflects off the goalie. He picks it up, sends it back to God. Tries to send that back to Treadaway. He goes around. Gets that back to Stern. Stern with a shot and saved by the American goalie. There are about 41 seconds left on this three-man. That's Mr. Evans over there. Gets it back to Howe. Howe, shot towards the net. And stopped. Got 37 seconds left on this PK. Mooney, Howe, Stern out there for the Penguins. Mooney. Cycles that around. Takes that out into the open ice. Stick handles that around. And still picks that up. Sends that up to Howe. Howe. Chips that up the ice. Howe going in. Howe. Oh. Howe rushing off the ice for that one. And headman to Treadaway. Treadaway on the rush. And nice play by Treadaway. And we're now back at even strength, 4-on-4. And in 22 seconds, we're going to go on a power play. Stern sends it to the front. McKenzie backhand. And Howe and Kusa sitting on the bench. So Kusa still with his helmet off. Howe just drinking some water. So 15 seconds on this penalty. And we're going to have McKenzie facing off. McKenzie. Back to Briggs. Briggs chips it in. McKenzie. Ouch. And Young Americans start bringing that back on the ice. Chased now by Briggs. Backhand. Nice save by Shingles. Now goes up McKenzie. McKenzie driving that up the ice. And stick check there by the Young Americans. And Young Americans start bringing it back up the ice. And shot. And a nice pass saved by Shingles. And we now have a one-man advantage. So Woodsy picks that puck up. And Woodsy starts driving that back up the ice. He goes in, shot. Deflected off screen cuts. Goes back to Treadaway. Hewitt. Up to Woodsy. Woodsy driving that in. Woodsy. Shot. McKenzie picks up the puck. Get back to Treadaway. Treadaway with a laser of a shot. Goes up and over. Stern keeps that back in. Up to Hewitt. Hewitt takes it behind the net. Hewitt knocked down. And chip up from Treadaway. And in goes Mosky. And Young Americans send that back down the ice. And 1:20 left in their penalty. There'll be an icing call and brought all the way back down to the Young Americans' end. Helix, Mosky, Evans facing off with Stern and Treadaway on D. Goes back around. Stern over to Treadaway. Treadaway bringing that back. Shot towards the net. Off the goalie's pad. Backhand in by Stern. In goes Evan to chase. Young Americans trying to transition, get the puck out. They start bringing that back up the ice. Shot. Now that goes up towards Gillick. Gillick up to Evans. And Mosky going up the ice. It has Evans. Tried to get that over to Evans. Nice. Right thought. And out goes Briggs. Nice hit by Briggs. And shot towards the net. And Hal picks that up. Hal gets that up the ice to Jukes. Jukes back out of the box. And now Young Americans back out of the box. And we're at even strength. And battling here. 3-0 Penguins at 6:57 left in the second. Even strength after all those penalties. So DiPietro chips that back in towards Snyder. Snyder goes in and picks it up. Juicy goes in to help. Juicy picks it up. DiPietro at the front of the net. Hal goes in, pitches it in. Chips, Snyder keeps that in. DiPietro picks it up behind the net. And goes Snyder. Briggs with a blazer of a shot and glove save by the Young Americans goalie. 3-0, 6:27 in the second. Mooney facing off with Woods and McKenzie on wing. Woods cuts that back around, gets that out to Mooney. Mooney stick handling out front. Gets that back to Hall. Hall with a laser shot towards the net. Mooney goes, picks that up behind the net. Mooney back to the front. Woodsy. And tried to do the Michigan in Michigan. And almost got it in. So, by the way, bringing that back up the ice. And he's up with Mooney. Him and Mooney racing. Shot. And Young Americans taking back. Nice stick check there by Woodsy. And puck goes back out. Treadaway sends it in. Picked up by Evans. Evans across to Hewitt. Hewitt with a shot. Puck loose. Backhand. And I'm not sure what the rule is on covering the puck with the hand.
Was that in the blue page?
It was, yeah. Is that allowed? Oh, it's a penalty shot.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, so the rule is if the player touches the puck with his glove in the crease, it turns into an automatic penalty shot. So this will be exciting, and this is going to be Markey taking this penalty shot. Here goes Mark Evans. Maybe I'll go up close. This is manual zoom, and Mark Evans going up. Goal on the nets. A nice move by Mark Evans and the boys cheering. So great job. That makes it a 4-0 game. 5:20, and 4-0, and great job, boys. Go in their game. Chip up the boards by Briggsy. And he sends it in the other way. 5:06 left. In second. Hewitt sends it around to Markey. Markey out front. And shot, and over Markey to Hewitt, and within less than a minute, 2 points, and you can see the parents cheering here, and the boys cheering. 5-0 and 5-0, a 5-goal spread does mean that this is stop. It's running time now. It's running time now, right? Once the puck drops from here. I think once the puck is dropped after the goal, after the once, yeah, I think it's running time from here on in. I think it's the Pigs rule. It's penalties, injuries, goals is when they stop that, and when they stop the clock. Puck goes the other way, and that's going to be an icing call, and that'll be brought all the way back down to the. They're letting it. They're doing stop time still. So you think it's just the third?
I think it might be the third.
Oh, okay. It's Jukesy facing off. Jukesy gets out ahead towards the net, and he goes in and chases it. Howell picks that up. Howell chips that up. And that's going to be an icing call, brought all the way back down, 4-12. Goes back out. Snyder up to Mooney. Mooney driving that up the ice. Shot, and he gets it through the 5-hole. That makes it 6-0 at 4 minutes left. So 6-0 Pens. And they pull the goalie and they send the other goalie out there. Woodsy back to Briggs. Young American will start getting that puck going back the other way. In goes Hall. Hall chips that up the boards towards Woodsy. Woodsy starts driving that up. And whistle blown there. I didn't. Is that offside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Offside. It's gonna have Woods here because he's filling in the details for me. I can't wait till we get the 2 headsets going again. Over to work with McKenzie. McKenzie chucks that up. Chased in by Hewitt. That's what he called. Yep. Yeah. And this puts Penguins on another power play. We have out there McKenzie, Evans, Hewitt. Back to Hall. Hall sends it back to Evans. Evans cross to Briggsy. Briggsy backhand in. Goes back to Briggsy. Briggs to Evans. Evans, some nice stick handle work there. Working with Hall. Americans do get that puck out, but goes back to Briggs. Briggs takes a look, chips it up the boards. McKenzie. McKenzie driving that up. And now to Markey. Headman's out to McKenzie. McKenzie driving that up the ice. Goes back to Stern. Stern, backhand keeps that in. Stern chips that around the board to the other way. The other way. Cross up to Jukesy. Jukesy driving that up the ice. In with Mosky. Mosky has that, gets that back to Jukesy, and in. Stern, shot, and off the foot of Jukes with a nice hit. And that one got the other powers. And in comes the young Americans going up the ice there. And Stern over towards Treadaway. Up to Mosky. Mosky. Shot. Goes back for the point. So Stern with a shot. Gets the puck up over the net. And that gets all the way down. And 1:17 left in the second period. And pretty exciting game. So tomorrow, it's going to be the first game we play is going to be against Little Caesars. That's going to be followed by what we suspect is going to be the LA Kings. And then if we advance there to LA Kings, it's going to be Honeybake, and then finally end with Mission. Mooney in there with a backhand. And driving up, last minute of the period. Briggs over to Howe. Howe back over to Briggs. Briggs trying to get that up to McKenzie. Does get that up to McKenzie. McKenzie body checked into the boards there. Briggs over to Woodsy. Woodsy driving that up the ice. Back up to Mooney. Mooney with a nice toe drag and shot towards the net. And big save by the new goalie that got swapped out. Swapped in. Evans facing off. Evans tried to get that over. An American. Send that up to the front. Foot race. Howe gets that, clears that out of the zone. Howe driving that up into the zone, gets that up towards Hewitt. Hewitt with Mosky, and Hewitt knocked down. And Young Americans start going back the other way. Young Americans driving up. Evans picks it up. Goes back to Hewitt. Hewitt up over the blue, and that is the end of the second. So pretty fast moving seconds as well. So yeah, what's that? Not as many whistles. There was a flurry of penalties at the beginning, but I think more or less that got settled down. So there's Mr. Evans. Let's just go say, Mr. Evans, congratulations. That was a nice goal by Markey.
A little weird.
How are you feeling?
I thought it was a little weird.
Yeah,
and I'm proud of him for putting it in the end after all that business. Yeah.
So
whatever it takes.
Yeah, exactly. So good. That was a great play, great goal. Yep. Saying hi to all the parents. Here's all the parents, and you can see there's Chris Evans. And hey, Chris, what did you think of that goal? That was we just interviewed Mr. Evans and the goal from Markey.
Awesome.
So
all the goals are big red.
yeah, so nice. Oh, yeah. Hey. Great. Well, some good playing by the boys. So hi, parents. Thank you. And the boys are just about on. And back. Actually, this mobile this mobile tripod is not bad because then I could go around and quickly interview folks. So so COVID protocol here is boys must wear masks in the helmets, and only 2 parents per child are allowed into the arena. And then the rest of the arena, all the lobby, everything is completely shut down. So it is a different hockey experience, but we feel fortunate to be playing hockey. So thank you to the organizers, CCM, for making this happen. Puck dropped into the third, and up goes Koussis. Koussis returned back. This is his first shift, I believe, since he was knocked down in the second. Back up to Jukesy. Jukesy driving that up the ice. Jukesy cuts back, sends it back to Hall. Hall, shot that gets caught in traffic. And Young Americans coming back the other way. Jukesy back to Koussis. Koussis. Now Jukesy on the rush. Young Americans. Driving that back the other way. There goes Mooney, driving that up the ice. Back to Treadaway. Heading up the ice now with McKenzie, with Woods and Mooney at the top, and Howe at the point. Young Americans turn that over. They start driving up the ice, and shot. And that bounces off the post and stays out of the net. That goes back up to Woodsy. Woodsy driving up the ice. Woodsy shot off the post. Some battling there. In goes McKenzie. McKenzie driving that up the ice. Howe with a stick check. Howe back up to Jukes. And goes back the other way. Comes back down. Howe with a stick check. Gets it out of his zone. That's going to be delayed offside. And in goes Howe. Howe chips that up. The board. It does get intercepted by the Young American and saved by Shingles. 12:54 left in this third period. Jukesy facing off. Jukes gets it over to Briggs. Briggs sends it around the boards to Hall. Hall cuts back. And some nice stick handle work by Hall. And he gets that into the neutral zone. DePietro gets it up to Jukes. And there's going to be a penalty called on the Penguins. And the goalie left the ice, so we got an extra attacker. And in goes Pielek. Pielek trying to get control of that puck. Does go to Hall. And I think that's a boarding call on Jukes. It's going to be a penalty kill now. Briggs chips it up. And the Americans trying to take advantage now of this power play. And they group and start getting that back up the ice. Briggs sends it back down the other way. Stopped by the goalie, so no icing, and the puck will be dropped in the Young American zone. 11:14 left in the game, and this is running time now. So just like Mr. Woods said, he's running time in the third. So with a 5-goal differential. That goes over to the Young Americans. Go back around Stern. Stern chips that back up. Good work from Mosky, putting lots of good pressure on. In goes Hewitt. And Hewitt keeps that puck in the Young American zone. Young Americans regroup. They got 48 seconds left of their power play. Hewitt goes back, gets that up to Treadaway. And Stern comes in. Picks it up, gets that over to Treadaway. Treadaway knocked down. That's going to be a penalty. And we will go even strength. Tripping. 10-01. Puck and drop. Goes back to Treadaway. Up over to Lucas. And American. Cycling that around. 4-on-4 for the next. Oh no, it's 5. We're a power play now. Keeps out of the box. Back on, check out of the zone. Goes back to Stern. And gets over to Kusas. Kusas up to Treadaway. Treadaway starts driving that upfield. And nice shot and save by the goalie. 1:03 left in their penalty. 6-0 Penguins. Woodsy facing up. Woodsy gets it over to Moon. Moon checked into the board. But I think he missed that. Nice over to McKenzie from Mooney. And unfortunately, he didn't get a shot off there. Mooney cycling that back around. Mooney driving that in. To McKenzie. McKenzie back around to Mooney. Mooney drops that back to Woods. Woods to Briggs. And that sneaks out. 9 seconds left in the penalty. Briggs sends that back to Mooney. Mooney across to Woods. Woods driving that in. This is the last rush. We are even strength. Woods. Shot! And it bings off the post. And Mooney trying to go in, and that is an offside ball. 7:38 left in the third. Moves back out to the front. Hewitt almost with a shot. And the goalie stops that immediately. Back up to Treadaway. Treadaway sends that back in, delayed offside. Boys clear the zone, then we'll go back in. Mosky chases that in. And drop back in by Treadaway. Shot towards the net. Pad saved by Shingle. 6:11 left in the third period. But let me get that up. Puck goes back into the zone. Paul blows the tire, picks up. Treadaway picks that up. Then up to McKenzie. Back to DePietro, and up to Hewitt with a shot. Some battling here at the corner. Picked up now by Pilek. Pilek gets it over to Petro, knocked down, and the ref called that because he wasn't sure. Wanted to make sure everybody was safe there. Oh, DiPietro gets a penalty on that. Now comes back to Howe. Howe sends it back in. Young Americans start driving that back in. Stick check by Howe. And Howe battling at the side there. Stern sends it around to Howe. Howe chips that down the ice. That gets out of the zone. And chased now by Pilek. Pilek back. Sends that back in. Howe coming back up. And Howe chips that over towards Stern. Stern. Now Howe picks that up. Sends that out of the zone. That's touched by the Young Americans, and that is going to be no icing on that call. 4:17. Juke's battling there. 4:10 left in the penalty, or 1:09 left in the penalty kill. Cruises. Picks that puck up. Sends that up the board. Juicy comes in. Some battling at the side. The Young Americans have it at the corner. And the Americans cut back. They try to send that out front. Nice stick check by Briggs. Briggs gets that to the outside. And shot from the point. Saved by Shingles. Another defense pass. Shot from the point. And that goes wild. Picked up now by Briggs. Briggs gets knocked him through the board, but he does get that up to Koussis, and Koussis starts driving that up the ice. And he gets blocked. 3:12 left in the game. 6-0 Penguins. Running time now. And Briggs stands up the player and shot towards the net. And Snyder driving that up the ice. Snyder gets that out of the zone, and that stopped Young Americans. Send that towards the net, and that is stopped by Shingles. 2:43 left in the second period, 6-0. Woodsy facing off. Chips it up and over. Chased now by Koussis. Koussis driving it in. Koussis with a shot. Koussis. No, sorry, that's Mooney. Mooney back to Trotherway. No, that's McKenzie. Having trouble seeing the numbers. Trotherway with a shot. Gets deflected in front. Goes to the side. Snyder goes picks it up. Gets it back to McKenzie. And McKenzie chips it over to Snyder. Young Americans try to get that out. They blow a tie. McKenzie picks that up. Dumps that into his zone. Shot towards the net. And Evans. Howe has it out in front. Howe takes it back around. Howe backhand out to Mosky. Mosky chips that up and gets headbands out to Hewitt. And Young Americans start bringing that up. Nice stick check by Evans. Stops that from going the other way. Howe chips that out of the zone. Up towards Hewitt. Hewitt. Trying to drive that up. Briggs now chips it out of the zone. Up towards Hewitt. Hewitt Sends it up. That's picked up by Young Americans. 38 seconds left in this game. And shot on that goal. And 6-1. That's their first goal of the game. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and good game win by the Penguins.